Hi all people, welcome back to our channel. Middleweights with points to show take middle degree at UFC Fight Night. Jared Cannonier and Nassourdine Imavov collide on Saturday in Louisville, Kentucky. The winner is not likely to earn a title shot, however will enter the title photograph. Cannonier, 17-6, was building valid momentum to a second UFC middleweight title shot, however a crowded department and a knee injury driven him apart. Cannonier is coming off consecutive selection wins against Marvin Vettori and Sean Strickland. He set a middleweight hanging report 241 towards Vettori and surpassed Strickland, his closing loss before Strickland have become champion. The Killa Gorilla was scheduled to combat Roman Dolit's remaining year, however, an MCL tear sidelined him. UFC middleweight champion Dricus du Plessis vs. Israel Adesanya seems to be within the works. Robert Whittaker vs. Khamzat Chimaev is categorized a name eliminator, and Strickland has a truthful claim to a name shot after beating Paulo Costa. At 40 years antique, the clock is ticking for Cannonier. Assertion win is vital if he desires to add a UFC title to his resume. I did not want to attend. I'm no longer large on ready and choosing or selecting fighters, Cannonier advised CBS Sports. Before Imavov, I become scheduled to combat Dolitz after beating the No. 3 ranked man Vettori in a document-breaking fight of the night style. I was still reluctant to take the combat, however, that each one they needed to offer me, so I took it. I guess it's the equal situation with this one. So right here I am geared up to fight. I'm continually ready to combat as lengthy as it lets in me to get towards the title and be a higher fighter. Imavov 13-1 and C seems to show he ready for the elite towards an opponent out to demonstrate he nonetheless most of the first rate. Imavov's stock took a success following a loss to Quick Be Aware alternative Strickland up a weight class, a loss that elderly mostly thanks to Strickland unexpected title win. Imavov appeared sharp against Chris Curtis and leveled up against Dolitz. Imavov, a teammate of heavyweight Cyril Gane, is an unfinished product. A conflict of heads brought on a no contest in opposition to Curtis and an unlawful football kick almost value Imavov the Dolitz fight. But he on the cusp of breaking into the UFC legit middleweight pinnacle 5. Imavov has the highest significant putting defense among all energetic middleweights, however is confident his undefeated chin can manage Cannonier electricity. I'm very assured in my chin, Imavov instructed CBS Sports through an interpreter, especially due to the fact once someone hit me with the excessive pace, excessive energy head kick. I've by no means been knocked down in education or even felt dizzy. I'm very confident in my potential to take shots. Check out the total interview with Nassourdine Imavov under. It's slender pickings for name fee or career development outdoor the principal occasion. Dominic Reyes appears to snap a 4-combat losing streak that began with the heavily disputed choice loss to UFC light heavyweight John Jones earlier then. Flying off the rails, Reyes suffered knockout losses in his subsequent 3 fights and now fights Glory kickboxing veteran Dustin Jacoby. UFC youngest signee Raul Rosas Jr. meets the Ultimate Fighter alum Ricky Turcios. In the meantime, Bruno Ferreira appears for his 12th stoppage in as many wins, in opposition to Dustin Stoltzfus. Below is the rest of the fight card for Saturday with the modern-day odds before we get to a prediction and select on the main occasion. Prediction: Jared Cannonier vs. Nassourdine Imavov. Do now not assume fireworks right here. Cannonier has wicked energy that hasn't served him reliably against the middleweight elite. Imavov has remarkable hanging defense thanks to his motion and angles. Cannonier is not impressed with Imavov's 66% great hanging defense, chalking up the department leading stat to Imavov's lack of first-rate fighters. I'm leaning toward Cannonier regardless of Imavov's frustrating fashion and the 12 to 12 months age hole. Cannonier can maintain the pace going for 25 minutes. His advanced energy capability to win 5-round fights and experience towards elite competition provide me self-belief inside the underdog. Cannonier through Odwa wins. UFC Fight Night, Cannonier vs. Imavov, and the way precisely does every fight quit. Visit Sportsline now to get detailed selections on UFC Fight Night, all from the MMA professional who profited extra than $1,500 on his UFC fundamental card choices in 2023, and find out